Napoli beat Juventus away 1-0 with an injury time winner from that man, Jack Raspadori. Jules, they can win their first Serie A title without Diego Maradona next weekend.
That's right, Gab. On Saturday, at home at the Diego Maradona Stadium against Salernitana. If they win that and then the following day, Sunday, Lazio don't win away at Inter.
It's a derby against Salernitana.
Yeah, it is. Then that would be it. That would be Napoli for the first time since 1990. Win the trophy, only the third in their history, which would be a great achievement. This was a game that I thought was exactly what we expected, in the sense that it was very tactical in the first half, that Juve led the ball for Napoli, and then Napoli didn't really create much about it because Juve, to be fair, were there to defend and defended well certainly for the first half. He got better in the second half. Osimhen got a few chances. I think in the end they deserved to win, although Juve had 2 goals disallowed for VAR. The Di Maria one.
I think there's two big, and sometimes we talk too much about VAR, but I think it's worth talking about here. So, one of the disallowed goals, the ball's out of play when Chiesa crosses it.
Definitely,
so there's nothing to argue there.
The other one is the Milik foul.
So the Milik on Vodka, what happens there? It's a Juve counterattack with Milik getting the ball from Vodka. Was it a foul? Was it not a foul? The referee waves play on, and ball goes at the other end. Di Maria scores. This was disallowed. This is called in by VAR, and I don't think this is a situation where VAR should have intervened. It's not so much the clear and obvious threshold, although you have to watch it a million times. Maybe it's it probably was a foul, but it's so marginal.
Definitely.
But the referee's right there. Unless the referee says, I didn't get a clear view. The referee waves play on. I don't think
you
that
should let go, you think?
That's a fair point. If anything, it looks like he's signaling advantage. Like maybe he thought it was Vodka who fouled Milik. So I don't think the referee should have interfered. I think the goal should have stood. The other one, though, earlier in the game, Federico Gatti, he's wrestling with Kvaratskhelia. He punches him and with a closed fist in the shoulder, and then it goes up to the head. VAR does not intervene in that situation. And had they intervened, either it would have been a no foul or it would have been a red card. I think the referee didn't see that because Danilo was standing in the way. That was a situation where I think the VAR badly got it wrong. So I'm going to blame
should have been a red.
VAR for all this. That could have been a red.
I mean, what's great is Raspadori, who came on for Kvaratskhelia, scores the winner, which, again, Napoli also have had that great season domestically because of some of the subs that could come on and did the job. And speaking of Juve, Gab, they got their 15-point penalty suspended last week, at least temporarily.
This is going to get really complicated really quickly. I'm going to make it as simple as I can. Basically, the appeals court said, we're going to suspend the 15-point penalty. We're not removing it.
So they get their points back, basically.
So they get their points back. So they move back into third place. However, we're going to send this back to the lower court and saying, you need to take another look at this and you need to give better reasons at how you came to the 15 points. So it's the same court, but it's going to be different judges. Anything could happen there. They could reinstate 15 points. They could give them 9 points. They could give them 2 points. They could give them 0 points, frankly. And remember, the key thing is here, they're going to be under pressure to wrap this all up before the end of the season. This cannot drag into the summer. Also because you, of course, have other cases in the pipeline.
Yeah, exactly. Lazio stays second in the table despite losing at home to Torino, 1-0. Gab, were we a bit too generous with our praise for Mauricio Sarri?
I mean, you can look at it and say, oh, well, we've run our race. They're going to finish top 4, blah, blah, blah. But they were not good in this game.
No.
You can give some credit to Torino. I also think at some point, and this is why Sarri does not manage big clubs anymore. I mean, no disrespect to my Lazio fan friends, but the really highest level.
Yeah.
Because he's a loose cannon who says silly things. Again, complaining about the referees, complained about the pitch, he's complaining about Juve's points deduction and saying it's changed the whole league. I just want to know where we stand. They can't give him the points back if they took them away because I played for a draw in this game instead of going for the win. Had I known, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you're second in the league. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. You had a good season and so on. Just talk less because the more you talk, and he's got a history. This goes back with him, using a gay slur towards Mancini, just saying he's a very intelligent man who clearly has anger management issues, which brings him to say stupid things. And you know what? Jose Mourinho also has anger management, as we know, right?
Yeah, of course.
But Jose Mourinho manages to be likable to a big chunk of people.
Yeah.
When Sarri does this, he's not likable. He just looks bitter and weird. And it's a shame because he plays phenomenal football.
Milan beat Lecce 2-0 as Rafael Leao scores both goals. Gab is hitting form at the right time. Now, when are they going to extend his contract though?
They're working on it. I've written about
You
this.
said that every show, every 3 days.
I think it's absolutely critical. I think he's now up to 12 goals in the league, which is even more than last season. I think he's showing that he's a game changer. Nobody's indispensable at any price, but Rafael Leao right now, I can tell you what, you either sell him or you extend him this summer. I don't see, it's binary for me.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.